I want to show you a more advanced way of doing Facebook advertising. And this method is what will give you that massive sales you've been trying to get using Facebook advertising. So I'm going to show you how to do Facebook retargeting and how to zero in on your audience. To get the most out of Facebook advertising, you need to zero in on your audience. That is what I want to show you in this lesson. So basically, you want to reach your target audience directly, as against just showing your advert to people on Facebook who are not necessarily interested in what you offer. So you have a niche. Your business basically is, say for instance, into spa, and you want to be able to get people who can afford your service, people who are interested in taking care of themselves, who have a lifestyle. So you don't necessarily have to just put up your Facebook advertising on Facebook for everybody to see it. Yeah, that's good. If you say you just build a website and you want to get certain amount of traction, you want to get people to know your website, you can do that. But what I'm going to show you would help you to zero in on your audience. You want to target people who can afford your service, people who are interested in what you offer, right? Because Facebook is the place. Facebook is that platform that marketers and business owners cannot in any way ignore today. According to Statista.com, Facebook has over 2.7 billion monthly active users. I mean, making it the largest social media platform in the world today. So that is where everybody is. That is where the market is. So you just have to know how to do this thing. You don't have to pay a developer. You don't have to pay a social media manager or social media marketer to do that for you. It's something you can do. So that's what I want to show you, a step-by-step process of what you need to do. So you know how you visit a website like, say, Jumia, for instance, to check out, say, a shoe or a bag, and you left the website without necessarily buying. And then moments later, you discover that the same shoe you had checked is on your timeline. You know, there's like an advert on your timeline. You're seeing the same shoe, you're seeing the same set of stuff you checked on the website. You know, so yeah, that is Jumia retargeting you because you had shown interest previously in those items. So that's what I want to show you, and that's what you can achieve using Facebook Pixel, you know, and Facebook retargeting, and of course zeroing in on your audience. Okay, so you'd have to come to business.facebook.com. That's the URL from where you would do your Facebook advertising. And it's surprising that a lot of people really do not realize that this is the right portal to do all of your business activities on Facebook. Still, a lot of people still do what they do from their Facebook pages or from their uh, Facebook accounts. Yeah, from your Facebook page you can do, but the ideal place is starting from here, Business Manager, where you create your business name, then you attach it to your campaigns and all that. So this is the right place to come to. So you come to business.facebook.com or facebook.com/business. So it will take you to this page. If you have a fresh business manager, you know, account, if you just want to create. So this is how it's going to look like. Okay, so you fill in these fields. It says create your business manager account. Here will be your business and account name. When you finish creating your business name, then your ads account, if you're just starting off, as I've shown you from initially. Here I've already created my, so I have 1, 2, 3 businesses created. Select your business and then the ad account. So when you're here, you want to click on the business. I'll pick this that I've created. Wait for it to load. Okay, so when you're here, as you can see, I've created some campaigns in the past that I've run. So I'm going to choose one. So I'll come down to this drop down and pick the one I really want to work with. So I want to work with this Etelligence conversions that I've done. Uh, just wait for it to load. Right, so after loading, it's going to show you down here to where you find audience, right? So for you, you don't have to go through all of those processes because I had already created so many accounts, right? So that's why I have to carefully pick it out. But for you, you're going to see it if it's a fresh account. I would always advise you have a fresh account, created just so that you follow the process easily. It's when you've mastered it that you can do all of these that I'm doing. All right, so what we're interested in is getting the Facebook pixels, as I had said earlier. So what we want to do is to create custom audience. So you can actually do a custom audience, or you create a lookalike audience, or you create a saved audience. So but for this tutorial, what we want to do is create a custom audience. So we click on create a custom audience, and as I said, we're looking for Facebook pixel to embed on our website. So what you want to do is to come to website here. So you have sources that you can work with, either customer list, offline activity, you want to use Facebook sources, say video, lead form, events. I would have to do a tutorial to cover most of this, but interestingly, the one that I know works perfectly would be to embed Facebook pixel on your website, and easily. Customer list also works perfect, yeah. But for this tutorial, let's look at creating uh, custom audience directly on our website. So it's going to show this to you. It's a track website conversion using pixel. All right. So it says create a Facebook pixel to build a custom audience of people who have taken actions on your website. Your Facebook pixel also lets you measure and optimize ads for website conversions, right? Okay. So pixel name, I'm going to leave it as Etelligence conversions pixel. Yeah. Then here, check your website for easy setup options. Okay, so here will be enter your website URL. So my website URL, it's www.etelligencemedia.com. Right, then continue. Okay, so when you're here, it says create a website custom audience. If I say 30 days, that's over narrowing it down. I don't have much traction on the website. So what I want to do is to say everybody who has visited my website in the last 180 days. So Facebook is going to pull out all the visitors who have visited my website in the last 180 days and then show them my ad. So I'm just going to name them Intelligent Audience. So Intelligence Audience, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Then create audience. All right, what you want to do is to now click on the audience you just created, right? So you click it, and when it marks this way, you now come to view pixel, right? So you click on view pixel. Okay, so here we are. We are now at the point where we want to get the pixel that Facebook has created for us. So it says install pixel. Before you can use your Facebook pixel, you must install some code snippets on your website. This code sends data back to Facebook so you can measure activity and create smarter advertising based on that activity. So you see, Facebook recognized that this, of course, is a smart way. So what we want to do, it says first install pixel based code, then locate a header code for your website. Okay, so these are like the process that you need to follow. Right, so for a WordPress website, I've said what you want to do is clearly Facebook says find the header, open header, and then close header tags, right? So it's going to be in between your open header and then your close header tags. So it says copy the entire pixel base and paste in the website's header. If possible, paste the pixel base code at the bottom of the header section. just above the close header tag, right? Okay. It says please don't modify this code. So you just copy, you're not changing anything, you're not adding anything, right? So when you've copied your Facebook pixel, I always advise you paste it on your notepad. So open up your notepad and just paste the code there, right? Just paste it there just to be safe. So what I want to do is to go install on my WordPress site. Okay, so when you're here in your WordPress dashboard, where you'd want to go is appearance. So you highlight appearance and you're looking for theme editor. So you click on theme editor because we want to paste Facebook pixel on our PHP, our header.php. So that's what we're looking for. So when you come to your theme editor, just look at your right hand side and scroll down looking for header.php. So here is it. So click on that to open up the file. Okay, so when the file is opened, remember we're pasting the pixels between the header, open header, that's this here, and between that and the close header, that's here. So it's going to be between the open header and the close header. So here I already pasted mine, so you can see up until here, I guess. Yeah, so this I've already pasted mine. So the same thing, just paste yours and then update file, and that is just it. Then from here you can now run your campaign, particularly to target your custom audience, right? Thank you.